Question: how would you feel if Congress announced that they would wipe out up to $20,000 of your credit card debt? Or what about your car debt or your home debt? Well, a lot of people are saying that what's going on right now could be the gateway that opens up different forms of debt just being forgiven, and that is up to $20,000 of student loan debt forgiveness that has been proposed by the president, taking place right now. Now, as you guys know, he issued an executive order last year, finally making good on his promise from 2 years ago that he would wipe out up to $10,000 per student loan for anybody that is in college, and now it's up to $20,000 for particular loans. However, as you know, he made this executive order. Congress holds the power of the purse, and this is being challenged in court, and there are some new updates coming out on this. Now, before we get into them, let me know your thoughts on this. Is this good or bad? There's like two arguments on this. One is that the education system, the entire system is flawed. It's way too expensive for people to get an education, and they're being taken advantage of, and we need to change the system and forgive those that have these massive debts that they can't pay off. Let me know your thoughts. They're saying give them a helping hand. But on the other hand, we have those saying, listen, if they took out these debts, they should pay for them. And why should the rest of us, the taxpayers, have to foot the bill? As essentially, from that executive order, that's what's going to happen. Just to clarify, that executive order did not say that we're going to tap into existing funds or that this would not be inflationary. They're saying this is going to have a price tag over the course of the next 10 years of $400 billion that's going to be pumped out to essentially send students $20,000, up to $20,000 of student loan debt forgiveness stimulus checks. Now, a lot of people are saying too, why is it that we're just focusing on the students? What about those with credit card debt or home loan debt or car debt? Or what about the seniors? What about all these people that are in need? Why are we not focusing on them? It's just not fair. A lot of people are saying. Now, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that we should do this and then maybe have some other debt forgiveness as well? Should we not do this and they should pay their debts? And if we do this, where does it stop? And how much is it going to add to inflation, as we're already in a pretty inflationary environment as it is? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Now, in addition to that, as we dive into the details, stick around to the end because I'm going to let you know about low-income $1,000 stimulus checks going out in certain areas. And also, I've got something I hope is a blessing for you today from today's video sponsor, but more on that later in the video. But take a look at this tweet that just came out last week on this from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who said Republicans are showing us just how callous and uncaring that they can be to families trying to make ends meet. We will continue to fight this cruel Republican attempt to end student loan debt relief with everything that we have. And that came out last week. And look at what's coming out today on this. Biden's student loan forgiveness program faces a new threat from Senate Republicans as Bill Cassidy, he is leading the charge to repeal Biden's student loan debt relief. Take a look. Bill Cassidy's efforts to overturn Joe Biden's student debt forgiveness. It has a tough path. Now, this just coming out 5 hours ago. I'm going to get you some updates because they're saying this is not only going to impact student loan forgiveness, the students, this is going to impact the taxpayers. And if this goes through, what else potentially could be forgiven as well? Let me know your thoughts, but let's dive right into this. Now, before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, keeping you up to speed on everything going on, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. And also, if you want to stay up to date, totally free. Why not? All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I'll let you know everything going on so you know what's available for you and your family. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these articles and get you caught up on the latest. But really quickly, today's video sponsor has a special deal for the Ram fam, and that is Webull. The zero commission brokerage app, which I use regularly, is offering you the ability to open up an account, deposit just 1 penny, and you could get 12 free stocks valued up to $30,600. Now, to take advantage of this, all you got to do is use the link down below, click on the Webull app, open it up, create an account, fill out the form, and then connect a brokerage account to your bank account, deposit as little as 1 penny, and you can get those 12 free stocks that could be valued up to $30,600. So it's free money. I hope it's a blessing to you if you are interested. Thank you to today's video sponsor, Webull. All right, so link in the description below to this article that just came out 5 hours ago that says the U.S. Supreme Court could decide as early as this summer whether to back President Joe Biden's $400 billion student loan forgiveness plan, which actually happens to be the exact amount that we have left over at this present time from previous stimulus packages. There's money just sitting there of $400 billion, and they're saying that's how much the student loan debt forgiveness would cost. Louisiana U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy doesn't want to wait that long. Last last week, Cassidy filed a resolution to repeal Biden's plan to cancel the debt for an estimated 43 million borrowers, calling the move incredibly irresponsible. He did so after the Government Accountability Office ruled on March 17th that Congress does, in fact, have say over debt forgiveness. Now, the Senate's Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee requested the ruling. Cassidy is the committee's leading Republican member. Americans who did not go to college or sacrifice to pay off their loans should not have to foot the bill for those with student loan debt, Cassidy said on Twitter. But Cassidy's push could be stamped out by Senate Democrats, who hold the majority in the chamber. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer promised on Monday, the week before, to defeat the resolution. Republicans are showing us just how callous and uncaring they can be to families trying to make ends meet, he said on Twitter. We will continue to fight this cruel Republican attempt to end student debt relief with everything that we have. At issue is a plan that Biden unveiled last year to forgive up to $20,000 in loans per borrowers for those with incomes under $125,000 per year, and the relief was needed, Biden said, because the costs of college education have nearly tripled since 1980. The federal Pell Grant program, which is designed to help low-income students afford college, now only covers a third of those costs on average, or up to $6,895 this year. That leaves many students with no choice but to borrow money. College graduates enter the workforce carrying $25,000 in debt on average, according to the U.S. Department of Education. About 26 million borrowers sought relief when applications for the program opened last fall, and about 16 million were approved. But a wave of lawsuits challenging Biden's authority stymied the efforts, prompting the Supreme Court to weigh in. The conservative-leaning court heard arguments on the matter on February 28th and is expected to settle it by June. So by June, we will see what's going to be happening with this. Now, Cassidy's push to kill the plan before then relies on the GAO's ruling that debt cancellation is subject to the Congressional Review Act. That act was established in 1996 to give Congress the ability to overturn rules and regulations rendered by the federal agencies and the president. It was used 16 times to repeal rules promulgated by the Obama administration and 3 times to negate rules by the Trump administration. Biden has balked at the GAO's stance, saying that he can forgive debt despite Congress because of a separate 2003 law. Both the House and the Senate would need to approve Cassidy's resolution. Republicans hold a 222 to 213 majority in the House and could reach a 218 vote necessary for its passage. But Democrats hold the slim majority in the Senate, and if 2 Democratic senators flip, then Cassidy's resolution would pass. Even if that happened, Biden would have to sign the CRA, which seems unlikely. Schumer said Monday that it won't get that far. Cassidy isn't the only Republican challenging Biden's plan. At least a dozen bills have been filed by other Republicans to negate or mitigate it. So they're saying that it looks like it's got an uphill battle. It looks like they could pull it off in the House, but in the Senate, if Democrats stay unified, they'll be able to block that appeal. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, do you think that this should get done, or should they stop this? Well, we're going to be seeing, because right now Bill Cassidy is trying to repeal this at this very moment, but they're saying that it could get carried on out until June or July, and we will see what happens with the president's executive action to wipe out up to $20,000 of student loan debt. Now, in addition to that, we do have leftover funds on various levels, and I've let you know about new stimulus checks going out of up to $1,000 for low-income individuals. Now, if you're interested in hearing more about that, check out this video right here next as I cover it in detail for you, give you all the information. I cite all the sources, put it on the screen so that way you can see that it is the latest. And I'll keep you up to date on more of those as they come out. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and take care. God bless. This is Steve.